Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. Nice to see a decent Friday after the wild weather we had back on Thursday. We're seasonably cool, and the trend of cool, dry weather should extend through most of the weekend, so it will stay fairly quiet. High temps today, topping out in the upper 30s to around 40. It should be a little colder for tomorrow. We're thinking low and mid 30s for your Saturday, but at least it will be dry. River flood warnings continue. The area is shaded in green. Though it looks like I've noticed, it looks like the Blackstone flood warning has been dropped, but still a flood warning for Taunton River, the Taunton River, Patuxent, the Pawcatuck, and the Wood Rivers. So that's the only update as of now, is that the Blackstone River flood warning now has been discontinued. Fortunately, we're just dealing with minor flooding and not anticipating this to be anything too serious. We'll take a look at some of the rivers that we're watching. Again, the Blackstone, that flood warning has been discontinued, but the Taunton River, Patuxent, Pawcatuck, Wood River, even the Pawcatuck worth watching, though fortunately water level is not expected to be extreme. But even long after the rain ends, you still get this runoff in the river basins, and so that's why the water's still rising very slowly, but it should start to recede over the weekend. In the meantime, things that we're keeping an eye on, we're watching the rivers and streams. Yeah, storm-free weekend. Yeah, we like that. It'll be quiet. Colder Saturday, a little milder on Sunday. Jumping ahead towards the middle and end of next week. We talked about this now the last couple of days, but a lot of our guidance still pointing to a real significant outbreak of colder weather, starting later Wednesday and spilling over into Thursday, Friday, and even into next weekend. We'll show you that on the 7-day forecast. Satellite and radar composite, lake effect snow squalls across upstate New York, northern New England, but really most of the area is dry, and no organized storm systems nearby. Nothing really that catches your eye. A little air, low pressure in the upper plains, and that's about it. But we'll draw our attention to the cold. You see one decent blast of cold air shaded in purple. This is essentially going to be confined to the northern plains and the Great Lakes, far northern New England this weekend. But where else but up in Canada, you can see just some pretty significant cold across the Hudson's Bay, all that gray area, some very cold air. Initially we're going to get kind of a glancing blow on this, mainly across northern New England and the Great Lakes. So what I envision here is that most of this is actually going to stay just up to the north and really not penetrate New England. But a second area is going to reinforce itself in the same spot next week, and that'll come diving down by the middle of and the end of next week. So this first one's a miss for us. It's hitting the northern plains and Great Lakes, but should stay away from southern New England. So it's getting real close. Take a look at your forecast. Starting off this evening, we'll take you through into your Saturday morning. Starting off with sunshine, 8 a.m., low to mid-20s. And looking at temps below freezing, of course. And then during the afternoon hours, sunshine, on average mid-30s, mid to upper 30s should do it for high temps. Tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, clear to partly cloudy, down in the upper 20s, and then at about 11 o'clock on your Saturday night, could be a couple of flurries there, but nothing really serious. So forecast for tomorrow morning, it's pretty simple. Sunshine, cold, temperature starting off between roughly 20 and 25, and then during the afternoon, seasonably cold and dry. Nothing really extreme here. Your daytime highs, it'll be essentially in the mid-30s. There's your 7-day forecast. And Saturday's a cooler day, a little milder coming up on Sunday, not as cold. We'll call it cool in the lower 40s. Monday looks fine. That system on Tuesday, it starts as a little snow, but it's mainly rain. But by later Tuesday night into Wednesday, it turns a lot colder, may end as snow. This really marks the beginning of this outbreak of bitter cold here. Look at that area of purple, boy. Those aren't wind chills. Look at the northern plains temperatures, 30, 35 degrees below zero. Won't get that cold around here, but that's the blast of cold air that's headed our way Wednesday evening, Wednesday night into Thursday and Friday. In fact, the daytime highs never really get out of the teens, and the nighttime temperatures will be in the single digits. So, in a nutshell, next several days are dry. Weekend is decent. System coming through on Tuesday, mostly rain. Then things start to get active on Wednesday with that outbreak of cold weather. Of course, I'll have an update tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock on Eyewitness News, and Pete Mangione in bright and early on your Saturday morning with another update as well. Thanks for logging in, and have a good weekend.